These are the dreams that keep me awake at night. Our justice systems should keep us, all of us, awake at night. My dreams here have become more and more ambitious as the distance between where we are and where we could be becomes painfully clear. I began by dreaming about juries. In my dreams, juries were given the support they needed to do their jobs, emotional support for the details of abuse that they were about to hear, but more importantly, an education that helped them overcome the common misconceptions about sexual offences that all of us who work in this space come up against on a daily basis. Our common sense about sexual abuse is broken. It is not based on truth. It is based on a desire to push these crimes away from us and away from our families. Common sense tells me that if I watch my drink, stay with my friends, and get a taxi home, I can prevent my own rape. Common sense tells me that if I teach children to avoid strangers, they will be safe. Common sense tells me that if I'm a victim of rape, I will say no or I will fight. Common sense is misinformed. In my dreams, we recognize that common sense has very little to do with how things actually are, and much more to do with how we wish they were. How can we expect juries to hear evidence in a way that delivers justice if we don't give them help to overcome the way they may have thought about sexual abuse for their entire lives? My dreams of justice grew. I dream of a day when I'm talking to some young person who's new to this field, and they look at me wide-eyed and incredulous as I tell them stories about third-party disclosure. That back in 2016, it was still too often common practice, if not official policy, to go on a no-holds-barred fishing expedition into a complainant's past. Health records, school records, information from social services. Looking for what? In truth, any sign that they might be a liar. We have all told lies. We have all been accused of lying. Not all of us have it on record. We all have photos on Facebook that could be misunderstood when taken out of context. But no matter how dubious our past might be, there is nothing in our past that removes our ability to tell the truth. When prosecutors struggle to get previous convictions for sexual offences admitted into court, it seems absurd that we would fumble through our victims' entire history, especially at a time when reporting levels are so low and our investigators and prosecutors are already struggling to keep up. In my dreams, no one is found unworthy of a day in court because of something in their past, because our past is the one thing about ourselves that we can't change. In my dreams, we take these cases to court and lose them there if we must, but they're my dreams. So of course I get to train the investigators, prosecutors, and advocates, and we make these cases about the suspects, about what they did and did not do. A proactive investigation and prosecution that focuses on the person accused of committing the crime, the stuff dreams are made of. My dreams of justice grew. There's always been something about the nature of our justice system that's felt incongruent to me. This complex issue of sexual offences, the strong reactions it evokes in the public, the nature of the evidence in most cases, the impact on the victim, the fact that these crimes happen within families and close communities, the importance of suspects being seen as innocent until proven guilty, the need to ensure offenders are punished but also somehow allowed a life after their sentence has concluded. This complex, fraught, and sensitive issue needs the best in us. It needs wisdom and compassion. As a society, we need wise and caring elders to help us navigate this space so that we are able to deal with the complexities rather than dismiss them. So we feel that justice has been done, so that we all feel safe. But we have a justice system that is adversarial, a system that sets us up against each other, a system where defending one person invariably means attacking another, a system that too often feels like sport or combat or theatre. And our system is binary, black and white, a binary tool for navigating a space that is full of complexity. There are some very smart people working in our justice systems. They believe in what they're doing. In my dreams, these people begin to feel a lot less comfortable with how things are now and start to work towards a system that is better fit for purpose. A system where a solid defense and a solid prosecution can be delivered with wisdom, compassion, and collaboration. A dream of a world where our justice systems are able to be the wise, caring elders that we need them to be.